So I've been asked to explain a little bit about the Nine of Wands, and I thought as I had 10 minutes this morning I would create a video about it. I'm not surprised it's a card that people ask about, because I think it's a really complex card with some very different meanings. At its simplest, I've come to think of the Ten of Wands as exhaustion and paranoia. So if you have a look at him, he's clearly exhausted, he's got bandage, leaning on his wand, clearly been working hard with all the wands lined up behind him. And he seems to be looking over his shoulder in a slightly anxious way. So if you ever had to work super hard, maybe you're moving home, maybe you're preparing for a big event, and you're running on adrenaline, probably running on coffee, and you kind of know the work's done, but you're so geared up, you're so over exhausted, you can't stop. That is the energy I get with this card. I imagine that there's been a big battle. I like to see every card as a story coming alive. They've won. Think of, I don't know, Game of Thrones or Last Kingdom. This guy's side has won. All his mates are over in the beer tent having a good old drink, and he is left out there thinking there could just be one more. So to me, this is that slight paranoia, maybe due to exhaustion, or it may just be that you've experienced something several times, and so you are expecting it to happen again. In a relationship reading, this can often mean that somebody has had perhaps a couple of times a partner that's had an affair, and they are now expecting their current partner to have an affair because it's happened before. Could be, expecting real financial difficulties. Maybe you've lost your job twice before and now you just can't relax. You're always putting money by, always trying to get on top of the bills because you're terrified it's going to happen again. That is the sort of energy I see in this card. So that's the first thing. And if I'm getting that vibe, I really need to look very carefully. Is there a suggestion that this paranoia is based on a reality, or is it due to exhaustion or what's happened before? So I guess sort of a similar meaning is that then I like to think that each of these wands is energy. And now then we've got somebody that's actually getting ready to heal themselves. Perhaps they're now aware that they're overdoing it. They're aware that they need to relax, and maybe they're just putting maybe he's just going to put this last wand in place and just heal. So sometimes it's in that total point of paranoia and overwork due to exhaustion. If you want to know what overwork looks like, find your Ten of Wands, that's it. And sometimes it's that pivotal moment where you've realised you're doing it, and it's moving into the, okay, I am now going to rest. I'm now going to heal myself. I'm going to take that time I need. And the other meaning I've come across with this card quite a lot is the needing to be prepared. And you can see effectively what I'm saying is every single meaning is more or less the same. It's just in a slightly different sort of angle, if you like. So sometimes you really just do need to work that hard. Sometimes I've seen this for a house move, and I've said, it's going to be difficult. You need to get ready, particularly if it's with the Ten of Wands. You might say you need to be prepared. You need to put that level of effort in now, because I can see it's going to get very difficult. As always with tarot, it's going to depend on a combination of your question and the cards around it. The reason I never, ever do a one card reading is because I don't think one card can give you the subtleties that you need. So it's about trusting your intuition, but it's about looking at the cards around it and finding those connections. So if this is with the Four of Swords, which is mental exhaustion, or perhaps the Four of Cups, which can be about, the need to just pause, then I would put this down as, exhaustion, paranoia. You need to stop, you need to take that step back. or if it was maybe with the 8 of Wands or the 10 of Wands, or maybe the Chariot, which is moving forward at a pace, then I might say it's quite important for you to get ready, to get prepared. This is going to be difficult. There's going to be a lot for you to do. So it's a complicated card. It's an interesting card. I quite like it, actually. Maybe it's thought of drinking beer, I don't know, but I like this card. There are some cards in a reading that are just really useful. And because by looking at the cards around it and by trusting your intuition, I can get an idea of, is this paranoia? Is it exhaustion? Or is it, geez, you better work hard because it's going to be difficult? I can usually be quite helpful for my client. So just a quick video today. I was asked in one of my groups about these cards and I had a spare 10 minutes. So I thought I'd share this little video.